Hey, what's up you guys, it's Dorothy and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're going to go into Santa Goes Green. I know that this is out of season again, but you know, it is okay. Who is this book by? Written by Anne Margaret Lewis, illustrated by Eliza Chawari. Let's get right into this video. Santa Goes Green. Dear Santa, my name is Finn. I'm a boy you deliver toys to. I don't mean to seem ungrateful, Santa, but I really don't need any more toys. I have a problem that I need help with instead. Because I am just one boy in a house in one town, I'm not sure how to make the world listen to me. I figured you'd being Santa and all you could help me. You seem like a pretty powerful guy. You see, it's like this, Santa. I've adopted a polar bear named Leopold. He is in danger of losing his home. I'm sure you being in the North Pole, you know about the melting glaciers. All I want this year, Santa, is to save Leopold and his home. The glaciers are melting too fast and Leopold needs the sea ice from them to hunt for food. I'm sorry to bother you with this at such a busy time, you know, Christmas and all, but this is really important to me. Everyone else is too busy to listen or care. I hope you say yes, Santa. Your friend Finn. P.S. I'm the 7-year-old boy with red hair on Elm Street. Finn finished his letter. He tucked a picture of Leopold inside and sealed the envelope closed with a polar bear sticker, and at last he rushed off to the mailbox. Santa was his only hope. Many, many miles away at the North Pole, Santa received the letter after letter from children all over the world. He was sitting in his cozy cottage opening them when one slid out of his stack and fell onto the floor. He noticed it had a sticker on it. Santa gently placed his spectacles on his droll little nose. What this boy wants, no toys for Christmas, he thought to himself. When he finished reading the polar bear stickered letter, he knew he had to talk to this boy with red hair named Finn. Santa called out his head elf. Swift, he bellowed. I must talk to this boy named Finn. What's happening with the polar bear named Leopold, and why is all the ice melting? I don't know, Santa, said Swift, but we don't have time for this. Christmas is just in 3 days. He held up the countdown till Christmas pocket watch and Santa had given him, and all the other elves. Santa chuckled and said, Swift, we will make the time. Swift dashed off to the smart Santa phone. He told the elves in the reindeer lodge to harness up Santa's sleigh. They would journey to see Finn. Worried about Leopold and the melting ice, Santa climbed aboard the sleigh with Swift at his side. Swift was more worried about the countdown till Christmas than saving some silly polar bear. Why, this is a polar bear any of our concern of ours, asked Swift. It doesn't have anything to do with Christmas, and what difference can we make? We're just toy makers. Finn's hope and belief in me, Swift, has everything to do with Christmas. If Finn needs help saving Leopold, well then that's exactly what we shall do. Santa wrapped his arm around Swift with a warm tuck. Their takeoff was smooth, but it was still daylight, so they would need to be careful not to be seen. Hearing the jingle from the sky, Finn charged outside as Santa stepped out of the sleigh. Finn greeted the big red softly with a giant bear hug. I knew it. I knew you wouldn't let me down, Santa. With Finn's letter tucked safely in his pocket, Santa chuckled. Ho, ho, ho. Now, Finn, what's this I hear about you not wanting any toys this year? It's Leopold, Santa. Finn's excited face becomes serious. His home is melting and he needs our help. If you take me with you, I can help you find him. Swift gave Santa a stern look, pointing his tiny fingers to his watch. Christmas, Santa, Christmas. They climbed aboard Santa's sleigh. Santa gave a quick jingle of the bells, and the reindeer leaped 2 by 2 into the blue of the day. Santa admired the splendor of the world as they began their quest to save Leopold. But they couldn't help but notice the world looked way different during the day. The sleigh landed on an iceberg when Finn spotted a white figure in the distance. It's him, shouted Finn as they leaped across the ice floors. Leopold, Finn yelled, grinning from ear to ear. But then Finn reached the great white mound, and it was not Leopold. It was a very large snow-covered walrus, and with an untamed shaking, the walrus waggled off the snow off of himself and onto Finn, knocking him down. The grumpy old walrus wailed loudly, I can assure you that I am no polar bear, and I haven't seen any in a long time. Santa apologized to the walrus for disturbing him. Then he helped Finn to his feet and wrapped him in his big red coat. We won't stop looking, Santa told him. ice creaked, the water bubbled, and as a deep, wise voice from below their feet emerged, "Excuse me, but you are not staying on an iceberg. We are a pod of beluga whales, and would you kindly get off my head?" The beluga whale continued, "There are no polar bears around here. There's not enough sea ice. The glaciers are melting, don't you know?" Just then a baby beluga splashed up and grabbed the green tassel from Swift's hat. She plucked it off of his head and swam away in a beluga game. Swift hopped from one beluga to another trying to catch her. Finally he stumbled and landed smack dab on a big pile of snow. "That's it, Santa," Swift said as his rosy cheeks grew rosier. "I'm going back to the North Pole. We have a Christmas to get ready for." Disappointed, Finn agreed with Swift. "He's right, Santa. It's too late. You should go back to the toy shop. Christmas can't wait." Santa reassured Finn, "We will not give up until we find him." Just as Swift grabbed his hat in a huff and began to slide down from the large mound, it began to quiver. They all jumped back at this very large snow pile, began to rise and shake the snow from itself. Standing before them was a magnificent polar bear, big and beautiful. "Leopold, it's you," Finn shouted with joy. Leopold bowed down in front of Finn, and they embraced in a nose-to-nose Eskimo kiss. Santa and Swift stood over them, looking out at the sparse ice floes. Santa was happy he had helped Finn find Leopold, but how would he help slow down the melting of the glaciers and save Leopold's home? After a moment, Swift's pocket watch chimed the 2 days till Christmas ring. He pulled it from his pocket and have a gentle tug on Santa's coat. After seeing how happy Finn and Leopold were, Swift realized how important this journey had become. "Santa, we still have time," Swift said. "We can make a difference." They arrived back at the North Pole, and Santa had a great idea. He leaned in toward Swift and told him of his new plan. "We will collect all of the old toys, Swift, and make them new again. We will reuse last year's wrapping paper, and we will harness the Great North Pole wind to help power up the toy shop. The more energy we save, the healthier the planet will be. This will help take care of Leopold's home." He gave a jolly ho ho ho. He pulled out his own pocket watch and brightly cheered, "Christmas, Swift, Christmas." Finn thanked Santa for listening and held Leopold tightly. He whispered softly, "One boy in one house in one town did make a difference." That is the end of this book, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.